Namaste, Sunita Acharya ji. Welcome back to my channel Digital Wellness. It is a great pleasure to have you back speaking to us during this International Women's uh, Week 2021. The key theme for this year is Women in Leadership Achieving a Better Future in COVID-19 pandemic. One of the key things for women is especially managing their health better. For women's health is so important for a better tomorrow. Now, in view of that, during this week of celebrating International Women's Day, we at Digital Wellness was in conversation with two eminent gynecologists, Dr. Kavita and Dr. Shubhashri, and who shared to us about typical issues which is so specific to women across all ages, right from the time they attain menarche to menopause. And there is so much of bodily transformation and responsibilities. There's a whole lot of journey that happens in the life of a woman, and they shared with us tips in terms of how women should take care of themselves, and also certain treatment areas. But one common thing that occurred across both these conversations was better lifestyle management through managed diet, exercises, and also it is not just about taking care of one's physical health, but also taking care of one's mental health. So I'm happy to be in conversation with you today, Dr. Sunita Acharya ji, because you being an expert on lifestyle transformation, the first thing that I would ask you is, what are your tips for women in general?
When it comes to women, they give priority to everybody else, then they are their last priority. So my suggestion is take care of yourself, because women are the pillar of the house. So once the pillar is strong, the center pillar is strong, or the foundation is strong, entire structure is strong. The same way, once the woman start taking care of herself, the family structure will become stronger. Once it is not only just about being fit, mentally strong, and eating well, that makes her give good support to the kids, family members. So my suggestion is, you are your first priority. Take care of yourself first.
That's a very valid suggestion that you have said, and very well said. Uh, my next question then, Dr. Sunita Acharya ji, is there a different pattern that one has to follow from the time, say, a woman is in her formative younger years to the middle years to the years of what we call as menopausal years? Is there some common pattern that women need to follow?
It's more than a pattern, understanding the body. If you take an example, suppose we are going to the market. If you go to the vegetable market, at that time, particularly if you have a deficiency in the body, you get attracted to that particular type of vegetables or foods. That is very common in any human being, not only for the women, but especially when it comes to ladies. When their body, when they demand, body demands, I need this kind of food, this kind of vegetables, that is the indication that at that time they need it more. But what we do, we just take the common interest of everybody and we cook, we prepare, and as I told, the women, they put them into the last priority. But simple example, if somebody is anemic, naturally you get attracted towards the beetroot or the carrot or the greens, these leafy vegetables, then that she has to take. Okay, that understanding will come once they know how to take care of themselves and also how to listen to the body. Right from morning till she goes to bed, woman is occupied with many things. It is not multitasking, but the way she organizes her family members and for work and for her transportation, everything together, it is a kind of okay, things will happen. Let me see, let me send them out, or let me take care of them first. Like that, women are not giving the priority to themselves. But every day, you take 10 minutes, either you go before going to bed or when you wake up in the morning, 10 minutes, sit quietly with yourself, observe how you are yesterday and how today you're going to plan your day. If you start connecting to yourself over a period of time, you will understand, yes, there's the observation, there's the health issue, or there's where I have to take care of myself. Yesterday, unnecessarily, I shouted at somebody, or yesterday, as I was walking, it is a common walk, but still, I felt slightly dizzy. What is the reason for it? How I have to take care of myself? So, for all this, spending time with yourself and listening to your own self is very, very important. Let it that first woman should know, then she can train her daughter, and then she can observe elders at home. Or once you know that technique of how to connect to myself, then she can handle any problem. She can take care of anything around her.
Right. So, that was very well said in terms of connecting to oneself. Only when women connect to themselves, they will understand not only themselves, and it's a very important aspect that you will have to probably, inculcate these habits from young, so that as you start growing older, you can bring in this change. um, Tell me, from a lifestyle transformation, is there certain steps that, or certain things, more than steps, is there certain things that women have to take care of themselves?
Yeah, if you observe, the nature already gifted women to detox themselves through the monthly cycle. Nowadays, if you observe the girls, especially, they are going through a lot of PMS, and also they don't have enough maturity that why it is happening to them. That time, the craving they have, they are prone to eat junk food or shout or different behaviors. Usually, mothers are explaining me. You have to explain your daughters from the age of 11. Okay, this is the physical changes that appear inside the body. For that, you have to take care of yourself like this. That physical hygiene or the changes that she will go through at mind level, emotion level, and also for her to go through that process of 3 days or 5 days, how she has to prepare herself. Woman has to explain the daughter, and as this daughter is growing, then she will know how to take care of herself. Especially, my suggestion is avoid all the junk food. Eat homemade food. Take at least 40% of salads or the raw food. Let it be fresh vegetables or fresh fruits. Have it, then it will help them to take care of themselves.
So, this is probably in the growing up years. Say, during the mid years, women have, a extra responsibility of taking care of their own children, right? And they also have a family responsibility. There, most of the women today are working. So, how does one kind of get that enough support from the ecosystem during these years, Dr. Sunita ji?
See, very practically, the support one has to initiate from themselves. Then only others or the family members or the neighborhood, whatever the support you are expecting, that will come. Okay, once it's like taken for granted. Once you have to start with yourself, then only the support will come. You are very clear about what you are doing. Okay, then you can look for this is the support I needed, so I can allot this to so and so person of the family. They can understand. If you see olden days, the support system was so beautiful. Those 3 days or 5 days, women are kept aside, and they have the rest, good rest, and other family members who can serve them. They are going through their period time in a very healthy manner because physically she's a little weak at that time. But in modern times, if you observe, one way it is good that women is achieving so many things, but other things, like especially when it comes to emotions and the physical strength, comparatively in those 3 days or 5 days she is not much stronger, but still she has to work for it. Intelligence, I mean to say, it is related to the brain, the head, okay? The confidence levels, it is related to the strength. But when it comes to physical strength, she may not be as competent as others. So when you are ready or when you want to aspire for those kind of competitive situations, or you have to take care of the responsibilities that you committed to, yes, you have to make yourself fit. For that, you have to take the support in terms of eating right. What are all required for the body, that you should know. It is not that just like that you eat, or okay, this is the time to eat food, so let me have this food. Not like that. So you need so much of iron, folic acid, and calcium for the bone strength. And once the 35 plus is the age, naturally many people will have, many women have the calcium deficiency. And nowadays we are seeing many people have B12 and B3 deficiency also. So what kind of food I have to eat? It should come like just it should not be like okay, I have to go to doctor because I'm feeling tired. I have to go to someone else has to suggest me. First you start understanding your own self, then the support naturally happens. The nature, mother nature has given so much of support in terms of green leafy vegetables, greens, and fruits that are really good for the body. If you take the seeds of pomegranate, it is exactly like our cell structure. So how the cell structure we have the same way the pomegranate is. And if you see the almonds, it is like a drop of blood, and also like our eyes. If you start connecting yourself to these kind of natural things that are available around us, it is not so difficult for a woman to comfortably go through these changes that she's going through during her periods or aging with a kind of what to say, in a healthy manner.
Right. So your suggestion is adopt, rather start adopting to natural things around you.
It's,
Take fresh fruits, vegetables, and connect with what you're eating. That makes a lot of sense. That's a very good suggestion because with availability of so much of food or junk food around us, it is easy to be tempted during that particular. So one thing, you spoke about diet and food itself, on how one can look at taking natural intake of food rather than supplements. Uh, from an exercises standpoint, Dr. Sunita ji, is there some things that women have to in particular follow?
Exercising in the sense, I teach yoga, so I talk from yoga point of view, yoga asanas, I mean to say. I teach Shivananda structure. So in Shivananda structure, we focus on spinal cord. Once the spine is healthy, your whole system is healthy. And also, if you go a little deeper into it, our whole endocrine system is located along with the spinal cord. So, whatever the asanas that we are teaching in this structure, the inverted postures, forward bending asanas, backward bending asanas, and the spinal twist, all these are helping for the better functioning of the endocrine system. If you observe, whoever is complaining about the problems related to their monthly cycle or the uterus not able to conceive properly or too much bleeding or PCOS, PCOD, whatever the names you talk, the one solution is to start practicing yoga asanas and also the breathing exercises. Popularly, they call as breathing exercise, but especially Kapalabhati and Anum Vilom Pranayama. If you regularly practice, they are really good for the woman to go through with the natural way, like whatever the discomfort she has, she can go through very comfortably because this is the feedback I got from the students. There is a period is on time and they don't have much pain, stomach pain, and it is not dysmenorrhea or any kind of like whatever the discomforts earlier they used to go through. It is not there once they start practicing yoga for 2 to 3 months. They can see the change in themselves. So I suggest to practice all the yoga asanas, but make sure they're practicing under an expert guidance, not just watching YouTube or learning through Instagram postures, not like that. You follow a teacher, and under the supervision of the teacher, you have to practice these asanas.
Right. So, this, whatever you said about yogasanas, uh, of course, there is a lot of, research that says, and, recently also, I met Dr. Nagaratna, who from Arogya Dama and Vyasa, where she also said that although she has been a practicing medical practitioner for so many years, along with that, combination of yoga and the other therapy is something that they adopt on a day-to-day basis at Vyasa. This further validates whatever you're saying, Dr. Sunita Acharya, and also the doctors whom we spoke to during this week, like what you exactly said. There are a lot of issues that women face, but one of the things that they can minimize or control is through yoga. And thank you so much for validating this. And you also mentioned about a testimony from your own students on this really works. One last question, Dr. Sunita Acharya ji. uh, yes, I think all of us know having the right diet, doing right yoga, validated by so many experts, like yourself, and a lot of them have validated on all this works. But one question, all this requires a change of mindset by each one of us. What is your suggestion on, a lot of times we know that we have to do it right, but we will not be able to do it because of XYZ reasons. So, what is your advice on how can one build this kind of a changed mindset, Dr. Sunita Acharya ji?
See, suddenly after certain age, it's what to say when you're going on a street, you see that particular shop or that particular yoga center every day, but the day doctor told you that you have high BP or you have so much of stress, that is the reason You have to practice yoga. Then they say, oh, every day I'm walking in this road only. I saw the yoga center. I have to go there. I have to find out. And the moment they join the yoga class, immediately their baby has to come down. They have to get proper sleep. People usually in that kind of hurry. But if you observe, we say no in Telugu, in my mother tongue, we call it as Mokke Manganidi, Mane Bongadu. That means you have to trim when it is a sapling. You cannot keep on cutting once branches once it is grown as a proper tree. The same way, from the school days, we have to incorporate as a curriculum. Okay, in the schools nowadays, they are working a lot on teaching yoga. Many teachers also there, and also the parents, the way they send the kids to dance classes, music classes. The same way they have to send them for yoga classes also. As a kid, once they learn it, they will never forget in their lifetime. Okay, it may not be that though they go to college or they go for studies somewhere else, they forget. At least they know, okay, this is what I learned. Now there is the time I have to practice because I'm going through particular kind of issue. So my suggestion, how we bring awareness in the people is it is not once they grow. Before teenage, you have to introduce them. This is what exercising form. This is how now like cycling, badminton, skating. So much they are introduced to. Same way, parents have to take their kids to yoga classes. That is how one understand this required for me, and they start practicing as they grow.
So I think your advice is start early
Yes.
and the mindset will automatically build. Don't wait for things to happen and then think of starting yoga, dieting, not wait for a doctor to come and tell you.
Yes. And also, yoga is a disciplined way of living.
Right.
Okay, when it is a disciplined way of living, you have to start it early, not after some damage has happened. Of course, nowadays in modern days, that is what happening. Once little damage starts, at least at that time, people are starting following the yogic way of living. But my suggestion is start early. It is not yoga means many people think yogic way of living means not eating food or eating only food without oil and salt. No, no, that is not. I'm talking about living a disciplined way of living. A small example is the moment you wake up from the bed, if you have the habit of folding the blanket, that brings a kind of satisfaction to you. It improves your willpower. Next day and other day, if you are doing it 2 3 days continuously, it will become a habit to you, and it improves your confidence. Yes, let what may. I'm not coming out of my room without folding my blanket. It will become a way of life. The same way practice of yoga also. The moment you introduce it to yourself and start practicing regularly, that's how you're making it a disciplined way of living, which we learned as yogic way of living.
Uh, Thank you so much, Dr. Sunita Acharya ji, for these tips and the usual words of wisdom. All your previous episodes where you've spoken so much about changing lifestyles, leading a lifestyle has always been very well received by the users, and I'm sure this tip to the women on start early is also something that I'm sure all of them are going to like it. Thank you once again. Talk to you soon.